Cinderella and her anniversary today. We're gonna have an apple party. Hi, Penelope. We're gonna have an apple party for Cinderella's 3-year rescue anniversary, and I'm gonna talk a lot about her story. We're getting the apples ready as we speak. Look at this. We're getting the apples ready as we speak. Oh, the littles are ready. So yeah, and then there's the half ones in there that one. So we'll save those. Hi, Morty. You ready for an apple party for your friend Cinderella? You ready for an apple party for your friend Cinderella? You guys are ready. Billy's ready. Billy, you ready for an apple party? Penelope, you ready for an apple party? Who's ready for an apple party? Moby! Moby! Are you ready for an apple party, Moby? Princess is ready for an apple party for Cinderella. We had a very awesome... What are you chewing on? What'd you just spit out? That was so gross. Did you whisper? I feel like you just whispered my name. How's everybody doing? It's a beautiful... It was freezing this morning. So we got green apples, red apples, and a little watermelon under there. Let's see. Princess gets the first because she's a baby girl. Princess... There you go, baby girl. That's a green apple. That's an acquired taste. I don't know if you like that. So green apple for you. Hi, Winston. They are ready. Let's see. Moby, I got some... Don't bite. Don't be a dick, Wilbur. There you go. Penelope. So now you get the last piece because you're a jerk. Here. Watch your fingers. Okay, so... You can't be ready yet. Everybody's got to get... Are you serious? Billy, that's a brush. So Todd may do a little song and dance for Cinderella's rescue anniversary, and I got a soapbox to stand on when there you go, Morty, you're a good man. When we talk about her rescue, because her rescue is very important, and there's a lot of stuff to discuss in there. So, oh, Wolfie, Mr. Man. Hi, Wolfie, Mr. Man. Here you go, handsome man. Billy, did you want some? Did you want some, Billy? Did you want some? So I'm going to tell a story about Cinderella's rescue after everybody gets apples because it's really super. It's really it's kind of deep and interesting and retrospective. You're too fat for a big one, so hold on. There, catch. You gotta learn to catch because I'm not going anywhere near your mouth. Steven, you're very sweet. Watch Joaquin because he's gonna take my finger off. Look at Daisy Mae run and you go, girl. You do you, good girl. You're a good girl. Mikey's out there. He doesn't care. So we're gonna go. So it's a really interesting story, and it's really I don't know. So it's a good story to tell, and I think you'll all enjoy it. But there's a lot of lessons to be learned in the story for a lot of questions to be answered. Hi, baby girl. You want an apple? Oh, you're in the mood? Okay, leave her alone. Oh no, here's Mr. Walnuts. He's like, I could use an apple. This boy has been roaming all day. He is the Richard Simmons of pigs. This guy's doing exercise, putting the time in, doing the work. You doing the work? You doing the... Hey, I'm over here. You doing the work? Are you going to be nice? I've been working with you a lot. Will you be nice? Yes, see, you're going to be nice. There you go, baby girl. He's doing the work. This guy is the most motivated pig we have here. He is putting it in, putting the work in. I'm inspired by him. There you go, man. Oh, no. There's more. There's more pigs. Hi, Angela. I'm going to tell the story, Angela, of Cinderella's rescue and kind of tell the whole story about June and Olive and how they ended up where they ended up and what we should be doing when identifying rescues. Evie. Oh, you're Penelope with the tookie. There you go, Penelope. You're too pretty. No, you guys are maniacs. Stop rolling in poop, Cinderella. So I'm going to talk about a sanctuary that went under that we were with and how that went down and making better choices. So, but I'm going to talk about the whole story, Angela. So I want to, hi, Willow. There you go, baby girl. Look at that. Look at Mikey trying to get in. Are you going to watch you guys eat apples? Hi, baby girl. Come here. Teenage wasteland. Slow your roll, man. Here you go, baby girl. Slow down, honey. Chew. Sullivan always looks high. There you go, Sully. No, I'm giving you one. Don't take it all. Yeah, I'm saving you there. There. Okay, Willow. There you go, baby girl. Penny Lane. So it's an interesting conversation because people ask, always on tours they come, and one of their questions, there's so many sanctuaries out there. I think they're doing really good work. How do I know the good from the bad? And I'm going to teach you that a little. And it's in dedication to Cinderella because Cinderella came from a hoarding case, went from a very bad situation to a good situation because she was here. June and Olive were here for a while. And then they went to a horror show. So we're going to talk about that. So this is a fun and informative life. Here she is! Yay! There you go, Cinderbelly. Yay! Here you go, Billy. Here you go, Steven. Leave it alone. Leave the fingers. Evie! Here you go, baby girl. Here you go, Penelope. Joaquin, leave the fingers. You stop it! Petey, are you stuck? You're stuck. It's okay to be stuck. It's just open all the way over there. Hi. Where'd Cinderella go? There she is, eating like a good girl. Hi, Willow. Here, Dave. Here, Moby. Hi, Hans. Watch the fingers. P, you can walk around, buddy. You're like stuck over there. There you go, Cinderbelly. Is a big piece for you, Cinderbelly. Willow. Okay. Let's go have some fun, people. Thank you for the anonymous person who donated the Lyle. Donated the party. Charles, you want to go outside? I got apples, but you're not going to eat apples because these guys are in back of me. Where's Charles? Hi, Charles. Eat the apple and just chill. He won't eat it if these guys are here. The Who is on, so we're having a... I drank decaf today. Todd, let's do it, bro. Let's sneak. Let's sneak out, man. Thanks, Todd. So happy. 3-year anniversary. Oh, wait, I got a pineapple for Jane. I got a pineapple for Jane. Okay, let's do this, man. So we're gonna go by. We're gonna be quiet, and we're gonna go by Andy's tree. So shh, don't even tell him you're here. Don't even tell him you're here. We're just casually walking, like two dudes go in front of me. Two dudes just walking to the pasture, just hanging out. No big deal. We're just walking in the pasture, chilling out. That's all we are, is two dudes walking in the pasture, chilling out. That's all we are. Slowly start dropping, Dad. Slowly. Come on, faster, like up. Start walking faster. Spread the love, man. Spread the love. Little brush strokes. Oh, here we go. We got apples. Go get more, brother. Brother man does what other brother can. Come on, man. Oh, look at Faye. Carl, come on, man. Look at Faye. Here comes Winslow. Hello. Winslow. Carl, come on, bro. We're gonna paint the scenery. Look how beautiful this is, people. No, we're trying to fix YouTube a little. We've been working on YouTube and it may not be working. Katniss is chilling in the compassion barn, so we're gonna give her some apples. But oh no. How do I fix that? Come up here, Ty, over here. Don't even tell them it's there, man. They don't even know you come. We're just walking all like two dudes in the pasture. You're running, you're making a scene. Up here, slow, up, left, that way, right. Slow, start dropping slow. Just two dudes walking through the pasture. Nothing to see here, people. I think I'm gonna give Katniss pineapple. She's been chilling up here today. She's loving life up here in the park. Katniss! You don't hear everybody partying? You don't hear any partying? You don't hear the party? There's a party right there. A pineapple party all to yourself, man. I don't know. We're trying to fix it. Is it not working? Is Gene on? Gene and Brad have been working on it. Look at that. Maxie's getting a lot of those apples, man. Look how cool that is, man. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that beautiful? She loves it in there. You know, they all love it in there. Max is gonna eat all the apples. People, we got apples over here. Come on, Max is eating them all. You're eating all the apples. I blew your secret, Max. Here they come. They're coming over here now. Hi, Christina. She just waved a finger at me. Look at you guys go. Isn't this beautiful? I gotta get some for Jane. My baby girl, Jane. Oh, we miss you, Gene. You gotta come here and take some pictures on this gorgeous night. I can't do it justice. It's beautiful. We froze our asses off this morning. It was freezing. All the pools were frozen this morning. It was crazy. Hi, baby Jane. What? Those are the half ones, right? Yeah, the half bucket. The one on the table? No, get that one. No, the one on the table, silver table inside. There you go, baby Jane. There you go, baby Jane. So an absolutely beautiful night here. Perfect night here at Arthur's. It was a perfect night. Beautiful night here at Arthur's Acres. Just loving it. It was so cold this morning. We had a frost warning. The pools were frozen this morning. Oh, I got to give Chance a little apple. An apple love. But this is Cinderella, and I'm gonna tell the whole Cinderella story in a second. After everybody has a little nosh, we're having a little nosh. Hi, Prim. Look at how good they are. Look at their goodness. Yeah, just Charles Chance's heat lamps were on last night. It was cold, and I had to go down at 3 a.m. because I was afraid I was gonna, he was gonna, you just spit out an apple, Carl. Look at them, they're like Tic Tacs. Tic Tac, patty whack, give your dog a bone. Wow, that's cold. Look at them getting their apples, whatever vitamins in apples. A, or is that just apple? A for apple. Run, Todd, run. Keep going, keep going. No, not yet. I told you, no. Spread the love, man. Okay, now drop it slowly. Good job. Get these guys walking. Burn off these apples, man. Hi, Joy. Did you guys see the video of Joy today? It was beautiful. It was beautiful. She's so cute. She has the best little walk. Look at her walking. Look at her dancing. She dances when she walks. It's all good. We're friends. Look at how happy they are. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful night. Hi, Vivian. Don't you guys just love frickin' pigs? How could you not love pigs? They're like the most beautiful animal. Look at them. They're frickin' gorgeous. Look at these animals. You know what I love? Is when you drive by here, people like are infatuated with these guys. They've never seen pigs. And we're planting compassion seeds just by being on a road like this. There's sanctuaries that are deep in the woods that people never get to see. And not that this is a busy road, but it's a road that people see. And it's amazing. So they see these beautiful animals in these pastures, and it starts them thinking. One, why do they never see pigs this size? Look at these guys. They're just so freaking cool. Look how cool you are, Faye. You're the prettiest girl. You're so pretty. Look at Vivian. Hi, baby girl. You're so happy. Did everybody see her dance in the video today? That was an awesome video. Here's Betty. Look at them running to the pasture like little kids, man. They're so cute. Look at that. Oh, they do all day long. People stop all day long. It makes me very nervous, but they do. They're big pigs, man. They ain't small. But it's awesome. Okay, so we're going to talk about... Yes, Joanne, you were here. Thank you for coming. I do have gum in my mouth, so it's kind of rude, so I'm going to tuck my gum. Tuck it in there. So Cinderella Rescue was 3 years ago, and it was a crazy, crazy time. We were pretty new, and I was asked to help out in a rescue in North Carolina with several different sanctuaries, and which was awesome. Like, to do that is awesome. It was great. But I was only going, I was by myself, running the place by myself. So I said, okay, I can help triage. I can help move animals. We had the trailer. I'll go down. It'll be great. We'll get it done. So I went down and, we did what we had to do. There was 80 pigs in the backyard. Woman started out with 4 pigs in 2 years, had 80. Pigs were being born and dying, and dogs were digging them up and eating them. Princess had babies, or Cinderella had babies. She gave birth at 11 months old, so she was like 8 months old when she got pregnant, probably by a family member. So it was crazy. And the woman, they just got out of control. She was overwhelmed, didn't really see the gravity of the situation and it getting worse. And it was crazy. And it was the atypical hillbilly couch on the front lawn, 4 cars on cinder blocks in the front lawn, washer and dryer on the front lawn. And I think there was a drug addict in the front seat of one of the cars, passed out the whole time. So he wasn't dead because he got up once in a while. So, was with Angela and a couple other people that will remain nameless. But it was crazy. It was really crazy. So Angela can help me with the numbers, but I think we transported about 40 of them out of there, rehoming some of them there. We had sanctuaries pick up there. I'm going to post a video of what the place looked like tonight. I know, right, David? So it was crazy. I'm going to hold the gum because it's getting gross. So put it in my pocket. So it was just insane. And when we went there, I wasn't going to take any animals, and I saw Cinderella, and I changed my mind. And I saw her, and I was like, I knew it wasn't a sanctuary, it was a backyard. It was a person that got 4 pigs, and they turned it to 80 in 2 years because their gestation period is 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. It's a very short gestation period, and they can get, they get pregnant at a very young age. So we went, we picked them up, we got sanctuaries, I think we got homes for most, and another sanctuary who will remain nameless, part of this story, wanted to take 2 pigs. Angela was going to take them, but she couldn't take them at the time, so she wanted to take pigs, but she had no ISO space. I was already taking Cinderella, so I said, they can all ISO together here at Arthur's Acres. I'll get them medical care, and that will be it. So they agreed to it. And this is where it takes an awful turn and a sad turn and a scary turn. So I'm not trying to be a buzzkill, but I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to tell a story, and I'm trying to educate people on identifying who you should support and who you should question and who you should run from. And there's no specific ones except one specific one that is no longer operating because of the practices that they did, and her practices were horrible. So June and Olive were ISOing with Cinderella. They were ISOing here. They were super sweet. We got them a vet visit. June and Olive were pregnant at the time, and this is where it gets funny because they were pregnant at the time, and it was very dangerous because they were malnourished. So we said, if they're pregnant, if it's a danger, come on, Candy, come on, Candy, come on. I'm not worried. So we get Candy out of there. So I said, we can't take the babies. June and Olive's baby. Cinderella was not pregnant, thank goodness. She just gave birth. Unfortunately, they all died. So I said to the person, this is like, these are words that haunt you. So I said, listen, your pigs, the pigs that I was ISOing for someone, and I'll tell the name at the end. The pigs are pregnant. We can't take them. We can help you find them at home. And they said, no, we keep families together. Now remember that part of the story. We keep families together. So I said, "Kid, whatever you need, we'll help out with. No problem. We'll ISO them as long as you need to. I'll pay for all their vet care while they're here. Don't worry about paying for anything while they're here. I'll take care of everything just to help out." So they pick up the pigs, June and Olive here, and Cinderella was doing great. She's just a funny pig. She's amazing. She gets along with everybody. She stayed in with the big pigs because she kept escaping into the big pigs, and she loved it. And the videos from that were amazing. So the sanctuary picked up the pigs, and that was 3 years ago. Well, it turns out that the sanctuary was a hoarding situation, and no one knew about it because they had a good reputation. Oh, no. So the sanctuary turned out to be one of the biggest hoarding cases in New Jersey. And it was really sad because a lot of animals died there that were being starved. Wilbur's pissed. So yes, they unfortunately a lot of animals died there. And when we heard Angela was involved in the beginning about she wanted to take June and Olive, but she couldn't at the time. No, it was Twist of Fate in New Jersey. And they acted a lot of high and mighty, and it was really sad. So a lot of those animals died. I'm just talking about it. This is public knowledge. These have been posts. I'm not telling anything that's a secret. And so we were just lucky that June and Olive were one of the animals alive, and they were just taking animals. They were buying animals, and they weren't taking care of the animals. And the animals were eating each other, starving to death, and dying. There was dead animals anywhere, everywhere. And Angela went on the property to pick him up, and she saw bones everywhere. And it was horrible. It was a horrible situation. And what was really sad is I was on the rescue with this person, and they were a nice person. And it was just scary because here's where the education starts. There was a lot of stuff posted. I am not telling anything out of turn. I am not making negative comments. I'm telling facts. I'm just telling my side of the story and what happened on my side. And how Angela and I felt really sad because we were involved in animals that went to her. And we were just happy to find out that those animals survived. I don't know if June and Olive's babies survived. A lot of animals are dead there, so we don't know. And this is where the education comes in, because they were buying animals, they were going to auction buying animals, and they were raising money off of going to auction and buying animals. And it was an endless cycle. And so they kept going to auctions, buying animals, raising money, and that was their only form of fundraising. And the funny thing is that was the only form of fundraising, and they kept taking animals. And they weren't a 501c3. That's the thing, they lost their 501c3. So they weren't a nonprofit. They were taking in animals, they were buying animals, they were raising money off of the animals and not taking care of. So that was their form of fundraising. Their form of fundraising was rescue. And that can never be your form of fundraising. You have to have merch, you have to have fundraisers, you have to have fundraising events, you have to do collaborations. If you follow someone who all they do is rescue and fundraise, you have to ask questions. And I'm not saying everybody's bad at all. There's a lot of amazing sanctuaries. But if you ever feel weird about giving someone because you felt emotionally blackmailed, or all you see them doing is complaining about money, but still taking in animals. If you're complaining about money in any way, shape, or form, and next week you do you take in an animal, and then you fundraise for that animal, ask questions. And this is not about anyone in particular at all. So if there's people that are watching me from fake accounts and they're thinking I'm accusing them, I am not accusing anybody whatsoever. I'm just going over what I learned in this situation and this situation alone. This situation alone. One, if you ever feel like you are being emotionally blackmailed, either ask questions or walk away. If you feel like there's no transparency, and a big thing is if you feel like someone's asking for food, we can't afford food this week, we can't afford hay this week, we can't afford medical care this week, and they take in more animals, that'd be amazing. We'd appreciate that. Just send us a message, Mary. And this is what you need to know. Ask questions. First of all, legally we are an open book. You can tell all about our finances, everything. Legally, we are an open book as a nonprofit. But if you feel emotionally blackmailed, if you feel like, wow, that was really stressful, this animal's going to die unless I give, you need to ask questions. And again, if the form of fundraising is rescue, that is not sustainable. That is not sustainable. If they keep rescuing, but they're crying and complaining about not having money and that donations are down, but they keep taking animals, it's going to be another situation like we had, a hoarding stage. And again, this is not talking about anybody specifics. Don't think I'm calling anybody out. In no way, shape, or form am I calling anybody out at all. This is about nothing about anyone. I swear, and this is your right. This is your dollar. Just like in buying products, for makeup and home, and you vote with your dollars for cruelty-free, for vegan and stuff like that. And I just saw another case in Connecticut of a dog rescue doing this. So just so you know, this is really, thank you, man. This is not poo-pooing on any sanctuary. There's so many amazing sanctuaries. They're really amazing sanctuaries out there. And I don't suggest sanctuaries that I don't know personally or I've never been to or don't have anybody that's been on that property for this exact reason. But if you feel like there's no transparency, hi, Petey, I'm sorry. If you feel like there's no transparency, and the big thing for me is if someone's complaining about not having money, if they say, we have no money, we can't do this without you, and then take in an animal, you're either being lied to or there's a situation where it's going to be a hoarding situation. If your only form of fundraising is taking in animals, that's not sustainable because you're going to run out of space. And what happens when you run out of space? Twist of fate happens. And she didn't run out of space. She didn't feel like taking care of the animals. I don't think it was really turned upside down because I don't think a lot of people woke up, So again, there's Odd Men Inn. There's amazing Catskill. There's amazing sanctuaries out there that we love. Goose Pond. There's really great places. Ziggy's. There's really great places out there. I can name hundreds that are amazing places, but I'm not saying like there's bad places. But there are some red flags that people need to know about so we don't have another twist of fate. And I'm only bringing up twist of fate because I have never brought it up before, is because it's Cinderella's rescue anniversary. And me and Angela were involved with that situation, and Misfits is great. And me and Angela were involved in that situation. And Four Hearts, I am nice to Jesse. And I just want people to understand that, this is hard work and it's not easy and you can go awry so quickly. You can God, I want to take every animal. No doubt I want to take every animal, but a good sanctuary knows how to say no. So if you have a sanctuary complaining that they have no money and they take an animal in, you should ask questions. They may have an excellent explanation, and that's great. But if you are giving to someone who rescues and rescues and rescues, and every other post is crying about no food, less donations, no water, can't do this, can't feed, can't do this. Oh, I'm going to go rescue an animal. I'm going to go buy an animal. I'm going to do this. You just ask questions. I'm not saying there's the same. And this is what I've had to sit down and breathe through is that I get caught up in these animals. I get these videos of animals every day that need homes. Pictures. Can you help? Can you help? I thought of you when I saw this animal. And yes, I want to take them in, of course. But here's the thing. I'm going to get the same phone call tomorrow. I'm going to get the same phone call next week. I'm going to get the same call next month and next year. So there's never going to be a shortage of animals. I have to make sure that we are fiscally responsible, we're emotionally responsible, and we're physically responsible. We need to take care of these animals. And by rescuing more just to raise money for the animals in our care, you can't rescue your way out of this situation. So be very careful. If, like I said, this animal's going to die unless you give us money. This animal's going to die unless you join Patreon. This animal's going to die unless you donate. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. And I'm not saying that they may be wording things wrong. I'm not saying they're being wrong. But maybe say, hey, listen, why are you rescuing animals when last week you couldn't afford feed? Or why are you rescuing animals if donations are down? These are questions. And why, this animal's going to die unless you donate. That's a red flag for me. It's just, and this is what I'm saying, like, it's about you and voting with your dollars. I'm not saying all these places that do it bad. Sometimes it's just emotional. But the biggest question I would ask is, last week you said you had no money and now you're taking an animal that needs expensive vet care. Yeah, Petey's snoring. And I always tell people it's very easy to rescue healthy animals. There's nothing easier than, and there's amazing sanctuaries out there. There's the majority are good. I'm just reading the comments too. I know. He's laying on my back. And I'm not calling out any sanctuaries because honestly, I don't follow any of the sanctuaries that do that. I unfollow them, or if they are my friends, I confront them and say, is that what you're doing? Why are you taking in animals? I've donated food to sanctuaries. I've sent bags to Tractor Supply because you can do that out of state. You can send bags of food and they pick them up. And then they took in animals the week after. Unfollow, baby. Peace out. No more support. There was a sanctuary that I used to follow. Every year they were closing. And that was their big fundraiser. They'd say, we're closing. We can't afford it. We're closing. We can't afford it. Unfollow, baby. You're gone. That's not, the people that donate to me donate to you, and I don't want to support that kind of action. They are amazing sanctuaries out there. They're, Catskill, and Tamerlane, Skylands. These are all great places. Goose Pond, Misfits, Roots. I know so many of amazing sanctuaries out there. There really are. And again, if you don't feel right, don't donate. That's all. If you need to have, when you send $5, $10, $20, if you don't have a good feeling in your soul after you give money, then don't give. It's your prerogative. And I'm only reason I'm bringing this up because I've never talked to this. I've never talked about that. I've talked about little things here and there because of Cinderella's rescue anniversary and the emotional roller coaster that we went through, not knowing if June and Olive were even alive. We didn't know if June and Olive were even alive. And that was scary. And so it was an emotional roller coaster. And to go to a place which was crazy. So they went to a horrible situation. We rescued them from a horrible situation. They went to, they came here for a few weeks where we ISO'd them. And then they went to a worse situation that no one knew was bad. I was new to the rescue game for my own rescue, not working in rescue. And we saw pictures she would post. She'd post with their son. It was all good. Everything was good. But no one was checking on the property. I do tours every day. I have 4 tours booked in the next 3 days. There's people all over this property. We are transparent. We do tours 7 days a week, 365. I mean, no one wants to do a tour in the summer. In the winter, I don't blame them. These guys are safe now, but hundreds of animals died. Hundreds of animals died because no one did their due diligence. No one asked questions. Why do you keep rescuing animals? And that's how you fundraise. Why aren't you having an event? We're having an event in October. This is not a sales pitch. We sell merchandise. We do bonfire. I jump in ponds. We do fun stuff to raise money. We do fun stuff to raise money. We don't just raise money off animal rescue. And actually, because of Patreon and sponsorship, very rarely do we fundraise when an animal comes in. We do ask for sponsorships, but we don't. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, I'm moving positions. If a sanctuary doesn't allow you to do a tour, no, because there's sanctuaries that are private, so that's hard. You can't do it that way. I'm not saying that part of it, because we are set up for tours. There's a lot of places that aren't set up for tours just because helping smaller sanctuary because they're in desperate need is awesome. But if they keep taking animals when complaining they have no money, it doesn't matter big or small. Leave them, you have to check out. If they complain they have no money, they can't afford feed, and then next week they take in an animal, that's a red flag. And as soon as someone complains that we have no money, I mean, yes, you could say donations are down. We're having to tighten our belts. That's one thing. But to say we have no money, and then we're losing patrons, and we can't afford this, we can't afford this, and then a new animal comes, you got to think. You got to think. And again, not calling anybody out at all. And definitely, if there's a lot of places don't do tours because they're private sanctuaries. A lot of places it's their home, and they just don't have the time or the staffing to do tours. I'm very lucky to have Todd and Christina where I can do tours, and I'm proud of this place. I want people to see this. I want to educate people. Part of our mission is to educate. So having people on the premises is my form of education, plus doing lives, plus doing videos, plus YouTube and stuff like that. But so I wouldn't say if you can't do a tour, I wouldn't cancel, just because a lot of places don't do tours. And there's amazing sanctuaries out there. There really are. There's I can start naming hundreds right now. I did eat olives. Yeah, but like I said, rescuing cannot be your only form of fundraising. You just have to ask people what their plan is. What's your plan in raising money? And what's going on here? Yeah, but unfortunately, you can't visit every sanctuary. It's hard. Like I said, a lot of places don't do visits just because they don't have the bandwidth, and that's hard. So, does anybody have any questions? And again, we're not perfect in any way, shape, or form. We have our flaws, just like everybody else. There's no perfect sanctuary except for Oddman, and I love them. There's no perfect sanctuary out there, and we all have our flaws, and we learn from our mistakes. When you don't learn from mistakes, then they aren't working. Does anybody have any questions? I'm happy to answer any questions about this. In no way, shape, or form am I talking about any sanctuary. So if someone sees this and say they're talking about you, I'm not. Because I don't follow anybody that does this, so I've just seen it and I unfollow. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Okay, I just fixed the freezing. I'm sorry, I fixed the freezing. So does anybody have any quick questions? I'm happy to answer any questions about this situation. Oh, everybody dropped off. Whoa, what just happened? Everybody just left. I'm sure I'm going to get some people that are super pissed off about this. And this is my personal experience. Cinderella walked up to me. I was on the ground and she just looked in my eyes and then that was it. I just melted and I said, "You're coming with me." But I'm happy to answer any questions. Don't send me sanctuaries asking me if the places are good. I don't know. And I don't want to be put in that position. You can definitely figure it out if they're good yourself. One, you can ask questions financially. You have every right to ask questions financially. You know, Jude and Oliver, okay, they're there. You can check them. Talks about them on Goose Pond Mountain Sanctuary. Go follow Goose Pond for updates on. Yeah, that was great. She was a little nutbag. She's still a nutbag. Rosie and Paulie are doing fine. Are doing fine. No love affair there yet. But like if you have any questions about this subject, I'm happy to answer anything. But please don't ask me if a place is good. I can't answer that question. But the things that I've talked about tonight, you could probably get your own answers from the place. And if you do feel uncomfortable about something that's going on, just ask the question. Hey, why is this happening? I see that your patron is down. I see, you're struggling to pay for feed. Why are you rescuing more animals? Of course, we want to save everybody. We really want to save everybody, and all good rescues do. But there was a dog rescue in Connecticut yesterday that they got arrested because the animals were in such bad shape. They were just putting them in their basement, and exactly, Brett said, trust your gut. Yeah, we have plenty of tours left for the summer. June and Olive are at Goose Pond Mountain Sanctuary. Some don't there, Brian, and those suck. Yeah, you have every right to ask questions. It's not a big deal. People ask me questions all the time. I don't think you should go at people. I think you should ask in a very kind manner. I don't think you're going to get an answer if you're rude. So I don't recommend being rude. But I do recommend, saying, hey, I gave some money. I have some questions. Do you mind answering? Can I see your 990? What's your plan? You said you don't have food for next week. How are you going to get food for in 2 weeks? This animal can't afford vet care. What is the plan? Because like I said, it's really easy to, hi Jesse, you just missed the whole conversation. It's really easy to take care of healthy animals. Not easy, but easier. Oh, I think they definitely think they get overwhelmed. I don't think there's anybody out there starting a sanctuary like, we're going to make a fortune. There's no big money to be made in sanctuary world. I don't think it's a scam. I think all these people start out with good intentions and get overwhelmed. I think there's some egos out there, definitely egos. It's our financial report. It's a financial report that all sanctuaries, all nonprofits are required to do. And that's the thing. I don't think any of these people are bad in any way, shape, or form. I really don't think anybody started out in the sanctuary world like, well, there's probably a couple, but I don't know or heard of any. I'm going to scam people. This is a great way. There's some people that it's an ego trip that are just looking to get their face in front of a camera. Of course, that's the times. That's a sign of the times. This is the YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook famous world. And people think it's easy work to get in front of the camera and get recognized and people tell you you're great. Of course. But I think the majority of people that get overwhelmed, um, here's the thing. There's things that's called founder's disease, and founder's disease is something where if enough people tell you that they're great, they start believing it, and so. Yes, and that's another thing. People, instead of going to work at a sanctuary, they just open a sanctuary, not realizing how it struggled is. Even the good sanctuaries get strapped for cash. So being strapped for cash does not mean you're a bad sanctuary. It just means you have to be more fiscally responsible and budget your money better or cut back. You have to cut back sometimes, and in those situations you cut back, but don't rescue animals. That's not cutting back. And if your plan is to rescue animals so you can raise money to pay bills, one, that's not honesty. And two, that's not sustainable. And that's, again, I'm not crapping on any sanctuary at all. I'm telling you, I'm not. This is not about any single sanctuary. I don't follow a lot of sanctuaries, honestly. You can go check out my profile. I follow very few sanctuaries. Um, and I have people calling me up and they're like, oh, I want to open a sanctuary. Have you ever worked at one? No. Have you ever volunteered at one? No. Um, oh, we have money. I'm like, okay, that doesn't help. It definitely leads to hoarding. Jesse's on here, and we've seen the hoarding firsthand of several sanctuaries. A couple months ago, there was like 4 or 5 sanctuaries in 1 month that were going under, that we were just trying to find homes for sanctuaries. And then I was taking animals from a sanctuary in Florida, but it turns out it was a total shit show, and I just couldn't get involved. We don't get involved in the big hoarding cases anymore. We're not set up for that kind of rescue. We're not set up for that kind of rescue. Because everybody's special needs, all of our ISO areas are usually full. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hoarding cases out there that people don't even know about, that I don't even know about, that you just know something's happening when animals are being taken. Well, people are complaining about space in barns and this, that, and then more animals come in. Like, when I see that, I stop following. I don't want to know. I can't get involved. They're not going to listen to my advice, and I have no right to give advice because I don't know everything. But it's just, I'm not trying to. I'm just reading some of the comments. Yeah, I volunteered at a sanctuary for 2 years, and I worked at a sanctuary for 2 years. I had the luxury of doing that because I've worked since I was 13 years old, so I've saved my money. But some people don't. But you want to have more experience. Someone called me to open a sanctuary. They want to buy this really expensive property. They had a lot of money. Do you know how to give? Oh, do you know how to do this? Do you know how to build a fence? No, I'd pay someone to do it. Do you know how to give a shot? No, I'd pay. All their answers were, I'd pay someone to do that. That's a disaster. And the thing is, if you want to get experience, we all need help. All the sanctuaries out there need volunteers. A lot of them can't find employees like us. We need an employee. It's hard to find people that fit your sanctuary, whether it's a volunteer or a worker. So if you really want to do this, put the time in, volunteer, work, do it. Drainage is good. Infrastructure is hugely important. I saw a sanctuary. I couldn't believe it. They rescued an animal and then had no place for it, and then did a fundraiser for a barn for them. And that's like the craziest thing. That was crazy to me, that they rescued an animal, didn't have a space, and had a fundraise, and it was getting cold, so they had to really push up the fundraiser because they had no space for this animal. And those are red flags, man. And you can make your own decision what's red flags. This is just education. This isn't talking about any specific sanctuary. This is just talking about our experience with June and Olive, and that, I believe, is Angela's experience too. Well, we're busy. we're busy helping individuals and small cases. And then when you add having to rescue sanctuaries, now I haven't gotten any calls in a while that I can remember from a sanctuary that needed help. Oh, there was. Yeah, I got a call. I'm sorry. Last month I got a call. But I haven't gotten a lot of calls. There was just a time where there was like 3 or 4 sanctuaries going out at once. And it's just ask questions. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to get some hate messages from people on this. I really know I'm going to get hate messages from people think I'm talking about them. And with all honesty, with everything in my heart, this is all done. This is done on love and education. And so this doesn't happen. This wasn't shitting on anybody in any situation. I promise you that. I'm not trying to put anybody down. I'm not trying to call anybody out in any way, shape, or form, except for the twist of fate situation that we were involved with personally. And I took at it. I took our animals personally. I ISO'd animals personally. I took animals to the hospital personally that went to that property. And if those animals were not alive, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. And that's my fault. So, and I didn't do my due diligence. She had a great reputation in the rescue world, an excellent reputation, had people backing her up. So I didn't think it was necessary. Now I never put animals on a property without me going there personally or someone that I know that has been there personally. Oh, thank you. So I'm happy to answer any questions. Mikey's right there. I'm happy to answer any questions. Again, if someone took this personally, please, you're taking it wrong. I'm saying this with love and education. That's all I'm doing. I'm saying this with love and education. I'm not saying this in any way of telling. This is about things that need to be said that no one really talks about. But because we know behind the scenes what happens in places, we need to educate people. Oh, Jesse, I don't know if that's true. I think you're wrong. There was no one on that property for a very long time. There hasn't been anybody on that property for a very long time, so I don't know how long. I don't know if it was ever good, honestly, because the stories that come out after is no one was really allowed on that property for a very long time. So I don't know if it was ever a good sanctuary. But you know, there's an illusion. There was an illusion. There was definitely an illusion. Oh no, I know that I'm probably gonna shut my phone off tonight because I'm sure I'm gonna get people giving me lots of hate from sanctuaries that think I'm talking about them, which I'm not. You're not, I know, but you're not sleeping in there. You're sleeping in your bed. You can get mad at me. You can get mad at me. I know, I'm a dick. I know. Shh. It's Steve Miller, not me. I know. Shh. It was about 28, 29. And not just animal rescue, there's... Jesse, I don't think you know the whole story. I think you're getting lost on the whole story. I hear stories more than that, Jesse, and inside stories, and I think it was lost before there. I think there was just not a lot of due diligence. Yeah, but people are still going to say I'm shitting on people, and it is what it is, you know? To our old property, yes, that was small. But right after that, you know, I have to be honest. I won't stand up for the situation. I saw the pictures. I saw pictures. Could you go to bed and I'll tuck you in? Broody, you going to bed? Broody, you going to bed? I'm just looking at the comments. No, and again, this is not talking about anybody in specific. And if you feel like I'm talking about you, you probably should take a breath and look around. Yeah, I mean, there's some pictures of just the way the people were living. I know she's in trouble for several human and animal charges. He's in bed. Karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. That's all I have to say. Karma's a bitch, and I hope people get what's coming to them in now or wherever or however. It just makes me sad. Again, it makes me sad because I was involved in a rescue where animals were placed in their care. So, oh, we just saw Cinderella. We just had a party. Hi, Eric. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's sad, and I saw pictures from inside the house, outside the house. I saw some videos that weren't made publicly that were pretty horrific. Um, there's stuff that I saw that wasn't made public that was pretty horrible. I guess, the animals died in vain, which is super sad. But hopefully it woke people up to ask questions about other sanctuaries because it's not going to be the last sanctuary involved in a situation like that, honestly. She certainly wasn't the first. I heard about a lot of them. Um, you know, uh, yeah, it's not gonna be the last sanctuary that is hoarders. I mean, I'll guarantee that. I really will guarantee that. Uh, oh, thank you, Mary Burt. I can't say her name. Um, I'm just reading the questions. I'm sorry, did everybody lose sound? I think there was a couple of situations where sanctuaries tried to develop an oversight committee, but nah, I'm good. There was an oversight. I don't even know if it went through or anything like that, but yeah. Uh, let's get Wolfie in bed. I think you better have a lot of experience and better be hella transparent before you come on my property. That's the thing. So there is a United Foundation of Sanctuaries that is a good. I think it's like that. I forgot what it's called. I believe Odd Men In is that. They're in that. Start finishing up, Todd. No, just start finishing up. I'm just looking this. Yeah, I mean, the transparency is the easiest thing to do. If you see all the property, and it's funny because I don't know if you looked at Ashley's stories, they were getting it was a lot of old. Yeah, GFAS. That's right. Oh, exactly. Have Brian come. He'll look at your property. He's listened to the worst music sometimes in there. So does anybody have any more questions? I know I'm going to get hate about this, and I know people are going to post. I don't even know if I'm going to post this live, honestly. I just wanted to educate and talk about that. I am still sore. We'll see. I'll post about it, and maybe if I start getting hate, I'll take it down. But we'll see. Joaquin, Wolfie, come on, Wolfie. Come on, Wolfie. Keen, let's go. Joaquin, let's go. Keen, Wolfie, let's go. Come on. Joaquin, Kiki. Wolfie, come on, bro. Second gear, man. Joaquin. No, Billy, you're such a dope. Billy's coming back. Come on, Bill. I can't get everybody in bed. Yeah, I don't know if I'll post this because I don't need people giving me shit. Wolfie, what are you so slow for tonight? Come on. No, you're not getting until you come. Go away, Billy. Joaquin, come on. Go away, Billy. Go away, Billy. Go away, Billy. Come on, Wolfie. Go away. Here you go. Yeah, I mean, it's great, but there's bullies in the sanctuary world who will see this and I'll get attacked by bullies. Unfortunately, there's bullies everywhere, but I'll get attacked by bullies. But I'm going to get going. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Thank you so much for celebrating Cinderella's 3rd anniversary with us. Thank you, Angela. Could you go to bed? You want this? You have to go to bed. Let's go. Joaquin, come on. Joaquin, go. 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 Come on. Dude, his belly is getting ridiculous. So everybody have a nice night. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and pigs.